Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Ranking of Kings. Last time our episode was The Swordsmanship of a King. We're realizing that Boss didn't want to be brought back to life. Miranjo apologizes. Boss issues an ultimatum to the others present, side with him or be killed. Despa fears that Boji won't measure up as his showdown with Boss gets underway. Which is to say, Boss loses a fight against Boji with a very abstract Boss becoming a giant again imagery for the whole thing, and then Boss eventually agreeing to just die with Moranjo.
Well, once again, though, this is Boss at 50% strength. Because once
Mm-hmm.
again, Boji wouldn't have been fighting. Well, I guess I think I made this mistake last time when I was saying it.
Yeah.
Saying that Boji wouldn't have been fighting without Boss. I think it was actually Moranjo that healed Boji and not Boss. Which is what
Uh,
I said last time, this is a correction.
they both did it actually. They
Well,
but each individually did it at different times, or I guess maybe Boss only healed everyone else except Boji. Maybe
everyone
I forget
except
who the
for
group was at that point.
everyone except for Boji and Kage, I think, because
Mhm.
it was Moranjo taking control of one of the mercenary dudes, if I'm correct,
Mhm.
and heals Kage and Boji. And Despa as well, right?
Yeah.
Because they were all like looped in because they were holding each other. And
Yeah, the big old hands.
yeah, and then Boss comes around and sweeps everybody in with the club, get them all right next to each other, and then uses 50% of his power to heal everybody up. What it
Mhm.
takes Queen Healing to do with one person.
Yeah. So quite a bit happened there, but I think thematically, like the real sticking point is King Boss and Moranjo's relationship, right? Like how they each viewed it, what they were doing, who felt selfish or guilty about their various actions or what they pushed the other one to do. And ultimately reconciling that dying is perfectly fine at this point for them. They're okay to go ahead and just put all their sins aside, die, and let it be over.
And then Moranjo gets eaten by a demon.
And then Miranda gets eaten by a demon and is told that she will suffer forever in the belly of the demon. So, I
Also,
think
worthy of note that this is the penultimate episode of the season, so.
there's not a lot more time left. The only thing I can see left happening thematically is somehow Boji decides to rescue Moranjo and succeeds, and then we get like wrap up for the season. I don't see any other like trailing bits that really need to be resolved within these next two episodes, right? Except we did account for all of the underworld criminals, right?
All the ones we're aware of.
Okay, just making sure. I wasn't certain if they all got like taken down and like put aside yet, or if some of them just like wandered off screen and we just haven't seen them for a bit because way more important stuff has been happening.
No, the two assassins got handled by Apis when they
Yeah.
were trying to steal the mirror. Uh, King dude got thrown out the side of the castle, and I
Hmm.
believe we saw the snakes handling him. Um, let's see, we had the two assassins. Oh god, what's the guy's name? The immortal dude. I've already forgotten.
Oaken.
Oaken, favorite character. Forgot
He's
his
in a
name.
boulder.
Yeah, he's in the boulder. And I want to call him Gregory because I don't know his name. The big yogurt dude.
Oh yeah, and he went home. Yeah.
Well, he got recruited. He got what's that? What's that term for when the British Navy was trying to recruit as many people as they could, and they would like do shit like dropping coins into your mug, so that when you finish drinking, oh, you've already been paid. You better get there.
I'd call that like bribery, but no, I know what you're talking about. It's not if
So
there's a name
yeah,
for that.
there is a specific word for it. That's where it comes from.
Being British, maybe? Yeah.
It's like drafting, except that it's like highly illegal shit. We
Hmm.
just need people on boats, so
Yeah.
be careful if you're down by the docks. Anyway, Press ganged. That's what it's called. It's press ganged.
Okay,
He
okay.
got press ganged into joining the Underworld Army. It's like, you better do this, or shit might happen to Boji. But Boji's
Right.
trying to defend you.
So he's the only one who like actually walked out of the story perfectly alive and intact. So all right, they're all accounted for. No loose threads that I can think of, unless Theta. Am I missing something critical here?
Well, you are, but like I said, we aren't done explaining backstories yet.
Yeah, that's true.
We're in the
I
penultimate
still
episode. We still got backstories to explain.
I still got a lot of questions about this demon, but I'm just hoping the episode covers it. So I'm happy with that, and I think let's just go ahead and watch and see what happens. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click that link down below. Join the Discord. Let us know what your favorite demon in anime was.
So, we still got more demon backstory to go through here. And we're gonna see if the show gives it to us. But I think like the critical thing I'm thinking right now is like, is the demon actually a bad guy? Because we've spent an entire season talking about how Moranjo is terrible, right?
Well, you did.
Karmic punishment just seems like it's appropriate.
You went on about how Moranjo was a bad guy, and I was constantly trying to defend them without giving away spoilers.
Yeah, yeah.
Since she is more of a tragic backstory than she is outright villain, even though
Mm-hmm.
everything is her fault. But no, yeah, little chuckle you said that the demon's a bad guy. My first thought was, just because we're bad guys does not mean we're bad guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said at the very beginning of the show, any question you have about any of the characters, what they're doing, or who they are and why, should be all answered by the end.
Right, because the show cares the most about the drama of the characters, right? It's like there's
Well,
some cool fights in there, but this is a drama.
it's also not leaving you wondering.
大だ大だ
この声を
お前に見てもらいたいミランジョとの私の記憶を
Dad, I know you've sat out for this whole season, but here's some guilt.
I mean, it's more so that stuff only Dyda would know at this point, considering everyone else is dead.
There we go, Superman.
That would actually kill you still.
Yeah, bad time to mention that momentum is still preserved. You gotta like catch up and then slow them down.
Yeah, remember, this is like
それから私たち
just
は
after they tortured
たく
her
さんの景色を見た
and left her out in the street to be made fun of.
Didn't they cut off her hands for that?
Yeah. And her face, remember? They skinned her face.
Seems like she recovered from that pretty easily, or
うまいよ
we're missing a bit.
There's a lot of magical people around.
Yeah, that's true.
And thus the twisted circle that they've been stuck in this whole time.
Yeah.
He sacrificed his dreams to save her, and she doesn't want that for him.
You will accomplish your dreams by any means necessary.
また勝ったのですね。
私は命のやり取りをする戦いがしたい。お前が選んでくれるのは確実に勝てる相手ばかりだ。いるんだろう、すごいのが。
それは
上を知らなければ強くなれない。
この地ではチャビ神がいます。
Someone pointed out that I referenced this as a flashback, and it hadn't happened yet in the comments. It's like, oh shit.
I mean, I thought they started the whole boss flashbacks with, and then he also dueled the gods again.
I'm sure I saw it before, but this is the actual scene. He looks for a harder battle, fights a god, loses.
あれは別の力だった。未練すら持てない。またあの島に戻ろう。
Same god that led the attack on her village, and the other people sided with to betray her.
Yup.
ボス様。
Actually, it's kind of more amazing boss got out of that alive.
方法があります。
久しぶりだね、ミランジョ。
僕はね、人の願いを叶えるたびに醜い怪物になっていくんだって。
大丈夫、私はお願いなんてしないから。
そんな顔で見ないでおくれ。
ごめんなさい。
そうか。
So you get it right.
Yeah, asked for way too much.
俺は世界一強い男になりたい。ならば生まれてくるこの力を奪い、お前に与えよう。
この力を。
Ronja never asks for anything, but keeps bringing more people in.
And more so that the demon wasn't a monster. It was a crying child who got turned into a monster.
Yup.
Strong enough to beat a god.
.いいえ、もう一度やり直せます。そのためにダイダ様を。
And it's
You know, every
dull,
now and-
Mirajo.
Every now and then, I hear people say, like, how do you make Superman interesting? You can't beat him. And I'm just looking at this character, King Boss, and going, it's like, they did it. Strongest there is.
だが必ずお前の力になる。あの子がきっとお前を。
See? Even on his deathbed, boss didn't want that.
代だ。
No one is truly 100% evil in this show.
ミランジョ、頼む。
Going from all that heart-wrenching drama to Adaida drooling on the side. It's a little much. Alright, back to the present. Oh.
そうか、これで。
Shoot me on your crossbow. Do it. Yeah, that's fair.
おお、隊長。
Oh, you know, that was a lot of build up for nothing, huh?
Okay, well, just watch. You'll see.
I know.
首を返してほしくば、我が願いを叶えよ。願いを叶える。
無呼吸もいらない。
我が弟、王権王ごと。
They came here with a plan, Griff. This is
Yep.
what they were here for.
ミランジョ。
Ah, now who gets saved?
ミランジョ。生き返らせてくれ。
What do you mean who gets saved? Boss didn't want to come back in the first place.
But Roger doesn't want to live without him.
もう大丈夫だ。さあ、行こうか。
ボス様、なんで。
俺はダイダだよ。
Of course, Moji gets along with him.
ごめんなさい。いつかあなたを元の姿に。
なんです。横から勝手に。
Ah, just frozen the whole time.
Gotcha!
Oh, I love this demon so much. Every time he pops up, he's just like, yeah, gotcha again, everybody.
ダイダ様。
そうだ。お前は生き返ったんだ。俺はお前がいたから、あの闇の中で強くいられた。ずっとお前に会いたかった。
でも、すべて私が。
何言ってやがる。おかげで俺は成長できた。ミランジョ。
Still a lot of people dead.
You got that, right?
Yeah.
私なんか。
本気だ。みんなよく聞け。俺の妻に危害を加えることは許さない。
Of course, Hafiz is like, yes, this is what I want.
何を抜かした。待ってくれ。できるだけの償いはする。どうか。
You stole our wish!
王権様をお救いすることが我らの悲願だった。そんな簡単に。
Despa in the background is literally having a crisis. He can't even move.
No, you remember a flashback from before? This one specifically?
Yeah.
先に助けるべき人はいるだろう。あれはミランジョのことかい。あい、わかった。その代わり金銀財宝はたくさんもらいますよ。デスパスは王権は
He's just here for that money now.
次があります。一言いいですか。あなたの過去を見ました。苦しみの過去を。なぜあなたが罪を犯すことになったのか。もうそんな悲しいことが起こらないよう教訓を次の世代に伝える。それがあなたの使命。罪滅ぼしになるかもしれないですね。だからこれからはみんなを幸せにしてあなたも幸せにおなりなさい。これでいいでしょう。
I mean,
She's
he
getting
is
off a
your
little
brother.
easy.
Well, he has that the captain. It's like, he's your brother. I'm angry on your behalf.
兄のことについてもあなたには感謝のしようがない。私はボッジ君の視野を広げてあげただけです。ボッジ君はずーっとみんなの知らないところで己を鍛えていました。誰にも気づかれず評価されなくても自分を信じて。兄上は良き神に出会いました。
デスハー様へのご報告は。
Yeah, you gotta explain yourself now.
とにかく兄者の反応を見てみますか。
なんだと。
Understandable.
わかった。ならばきっちり賠償の金銀はもらってこい。
しかし。
なんだ、他に何か手があるのか。
いえ、わかりました。許してもらえた。なぜこんなにあっさりと。
Because he's got rank 1 in front of
ランキング
him.
1位を受け入れよう。連れて行け。宝物庫へ。
I feel like that's the kickoff for the next season.
It's been so long, I don't even remember what the trailer was.
ドルーシ。ダイダなの？
はい。母上の声はずっと俺に届いていました。ずっと大きな声で呼んでくれましたよね。え？
知らないわね。
I would never show affection to my children.
それで一体何があったのかしら。
兄上が俺を助けてくれました。
I appreciate that she doesn't change as a character. It's just that she gets revealed to have these characteristics that you think she doesn't have.
Right, right. The initial impression versus the reality, the deeper character.
二人ともよく頑張りましたね。とても立派。
Aww.
母上、俺はもうそんな年ではない。
God, you're a baby.
あなた文句あるの？
You had to figure that Moji also has no idea what she said until she said, "Do you have a problem too?"
みんな無事なのね。よかった。
Oh, she has no idea.
すべて私が。
この者が私を暗闇に閉じ込めた張本人です。そしてこの一連の事件の首謀者でもある。
なんですって。つまりこの女がミランジョ。
ヒリング様。
Rational response.
母上、私はこの者と結婚します。
I feel like the first thing you'd think is, okay, mind control is happening right now.
I would think like Stockholm Syndrome, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm marrying my supernatural captor, what of it? There's nothing weird here at all.
危害を加えられるなんてことは絶対にありませんよ。強いて言うなら、人は変わるんです。富や権力、いえ、自分の想像を超えたものを目の当たりにすると。あなたも王の立場でありながら、弟である王権様を救うという私欲を選んだ。欲には勝てなかった。
欲ね。
王様ランキングは人々の幸せのためにあるはずです。私はそう信じ
Turns out this was the One Piece was the whole time.
I can see the writing on the wall for this here. Desha's gonna see like, oh, I could save my brother, or I could get this cool new thing.
Well, remember, their father was a god that they had to kill, so they're already fully aware. I'll also take this moment to point out that this is the episode where I think a lot of people decided to hate this show.
Really? I guess I can see why. Like, my guess is, it's all wrapped up, like, very, very neatly, right? No one has been hurt, everyone is forgiven, and we have, like, a very happy ending after, like, all the intense drama, right?
So you're saying the same people that hated Witch from Mercury are the ones that hated this show?
That's right. That's my assumption, Theta, but what do you think?
I'm pretty sure it comes down to the whole Moranjo thing. That the whole, again, that she gets not only forgiven, but why does Daida decide to marry her? I think that was the thing. Well, also, if you put it down, there's probably a creepy age difference between the two.
Right. I mean, like, I'm gonna let that slide because they're royals and they don't have to do anything. But I guess Daida, for, like, the season here, has been learning the most about Moranjo, and has been the only character he directly interacts to for the back half, right?
I mean, arguably, Despa learns as much, if not more, about Moranjo.
Yeah,
but I think that would be an
has
even
other things going on.
That would be an even creepier marriage.
Wait, Desper Moranjo?
Yeah.
What? Wait, why? I'm not. It's not clicking immediately.
Because the age difference thing again. The Moranjo clearly looks to be, I don't know, early 20s, late teens, maybe. Whereas Daida must be coming out of the aughts into preteens. I don't know exactly, but Despa looks like a grown-ass adult man. So, despite whatever age difference it may appear to be between Moranjo and Daida, Despa looks like a grown man, and nobody else in that bracket does.
I have no idea what age Moranjo is, but the fact that she basically was having this near romantic relationship with Boss the entire time, I already just solidly put her in the category of old enough adult that, like, Desha Moranjo would just be like, okay, just two adults, whatever.
Well, you have to imagine, one, Boss is a giant, so you really can't tell. Two, Two, hers could have been infatuation, right? Could have been
Yeah.
just, a teenage girl for a far older man. Doesn't mean that she herself is older just because he is. At the same time, she could just be a tiny woman, right? But the idea being that the adults look like adults in this show, that children look like children, and she looks like some weird middle ground. So, that's why I'm saying probably early 20s, late teens.
Yeah. At least when it comes to like interpreting the story, I don't think it's strictly necessary to know, and I think it's probably fine. But no, like I'm sorry, I forget like the young prince again. Daida Miranjo is just like a little out of nowhere, I guess. But like that's not like the worst sin the show could do here, I think. I'm just like, okay, fine. They are looking for happy endings for everybody. This is fine. It's whatever.
Well, apparently, like I said, I had no problem with it. Apparently, it's the element that threw enough people off that they say this show is great except for the ending.
Yeah. Again, I don't blame them. It feels a little out of nowhere, but everything is very nicely wrapped up, I suppose. Which I guess just leads me to, so now what?
Yeah.
We got a whole other episode. Everything's done, right?
Well, we have a whole 11 more episodes. 10 of those happen to be in another season.
Well, for this season, I mean. What does the season end up on? I guess it just literally is just our number one king going into the vault and just like swimming in money for a bit, like Scrooge McDuck.
Well, no, just take a minute, Griff. Think about it. What threads are still hanging?
Oakend still needs to become normal again. Our number one king has a vault item to pick, which will probably change the nature of what's going on. Daida and Boji need to decide who's actually going to be king. They haven't hatched that out. And the last thing that happened was Daida asked for the execution of Boji. So, little bit of a reckoning there, I think, that has to happen. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything that's been set up as something that should happen next, other than, I guess, Miranjo saying that, like, she's gonna return her demon friend to normal.
Well, I mean, that was also the marriage thing. I guess that's a hanging thread as well.
Oh, right, yeah, I guess we could just have a whole marriage episode.
Well, I
wasn't immediately thinking about that, I was just thinking the drama.
I will say there is another hanging thread that I wouldn't have considered coming out of this, and I'm not going to say it because, But among the list of things you said, the last episode will mostly take place for one of those hanging threads that you mentioned. Which means that not 100% of the hanging threads will be answered, but Season 2?
Yeah, hey, there's a whole season for the rest of them, right?
But next episode will at least handle one of those hanging threads.
So, I think in that case, Theta, you got any, like, final things to say?
Probably, but I don't want to waste them on a television show.
Alright then, in that case, let's just go ahead and wrap up for the day. This has been Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?